The Celtics, if you didn't know, are on a 6-game winning streak. Why is that? So before I actually start this video, I just want to make a quick announcement. Me and Curtis, we added one of our friends, Noah. He's gonna be posting videos too. I think he really knows a lot. He's really gonna make this channel, a lot better. So let's get right to it. Now, one could argue that the Celtics are playing well because of the return of Avery Bradley, which I agree to a certain extent. Avery Bradley has definitely changed the defensive culture of the team. He pressures the point guard, which allows Rondo to jump the passing lanes, but also he pressures the point guard so much that the team probably doesn't get to the offensive sets until there's probably 10 seconds left from the shot clock, which probably forces up a bad shot. And the Celtics are starting to rebound a little bit better since the other team's missing shots. So that's extra opportunities. So I think that's definitely part of it. I think another part of it is with Bradley back into the starting lineup, it gives Jason Terry and Courtney Lee more defined roles. Now, coming into the season, Courtney Lee was going to be the starter, didn't play well. Jason Terry was moved into the starting lineup. He was alright, but they kind of switched back and forth, and they didn't play well, but I can understand to a certain point because it's really hard to play well when any given game you could lose your starting job. So I think with Bradley back in, it allows Jason Terry to just be the sixth man and just come in and score points off the bench, give energy, and allows Lee to come in, and pretty much his job is to play defense. He's a great shooter. His shots haven't been falling. Well, they've been falling lately, but earlier in the season they haven't. But really, his job is to play defense. Another reason, in my opinion, for the Celtics win streak is the emergence of Jared Sullinger and the resurrection of Jeff Green. Now, Jared Sullinger has pretty much been the missing piece to the Celtics teams in the past few years. He rebounds very well. He has a nose for the ball. Now, in the last few games, he's pretty much been a double-double machine. 16 points, 12 rebounds, 12 points, 11 rebounds. Now, the points are nice. Post play is very good. But really, rebounding, offensive rebounding to second chance buckets, and defensive rebounding, not allowing the other team to get second chance buckets, that's been huge because KG doesn't really play he doesn't play a lot of minutes. So really, Jared Sullinger comes in here and gets rebounds and plays great defense and can spell KG until he comes back into the game, which is great. And the resurrection of Jeff Green. Now, earlier in the season, Jeff Green would score 20 points one night and then 5 points the next night. He was wildly inconsistent, but in the winning streak, it may not have been like 20 points every night, but he's been a lot more consistent. 12 points, 15 points, 14 points, and I'd rather see that than score 20 points one night and 5 the next. So I think it was really the Sacramento Kings game where he really changed his attitude. He's starting to drive to the bucket, dunking on people, posting up. It's very hard to beat the Celtics when Jeff Green is playing very well. Now, to me, the last reason the Celtics have this great win streak is KG and Paul Pierce. Now, KG, he may not play a lot of minutes. He'll play maybe 27, 28 minutes a game. But he definitely makes his presence felt on the defensive end, and he's starting to go down to the low post a lot more, taking a lot of turnaround jumpers, which is what I love to see. I think it really opens up the inside-out game for the Celtics, which is vital. And Paul Pierce, I think, he's really shown that he's a crafty player and definitely still a top 20 scorer in the league. He's still scoring on people. He's still averaging like 20. He had 40 points one night. It's just amazing. But of course, that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear your guys's. Like, comment, subscribe, sound off in the comments. Follow us on Twitter at AnySportsChat. Let's welcome Noah when he makes his video debut tomorrow.